Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here, looking ahead to today's games here for Friday the 28th. We will be doing MLB and NBA here as normal. Today, video will be a little bit longer than normal. I'm going to go a little bit more in depth here for MLB. Last couple of days, just briefly been telling you what's going on. But, now for MLB, I'm going to look at a little bit of more stats, a little bit more into it here, to tell you why I'm picking the players that I am. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing here. And then as normal, we'll be looking ahead to the, 3-game slate here for for Friday. Anyway, premium was very, very, very good last night for us. Anthony's lineup just straight up went off. Unfortunately, I kind of did forget to put it on here, but yeah, Anthony, really good lineup for us here on premium last night. Scored a 281.2. For the most part, that was in the top 2-3%. Cashed everywhere with that one. Even in the Monster, it came in second place in the Monster to win $3,000. So Anthony definitely did step it up last night for NBA. So as normal, if you're interested in NBA, definitely let us know, guys. We are for real. It's only $15. Steal of a deal. If you just go down our Twitter, which will be in the comment section, just click on that. Then you'll see, just pages of our subscribers, winning money. So if you want to win money, easy money, definitely let us know. Only $15 for the rest of the NBA playoffs and $35 per month for MLB as well. Had another really good night over there. So, yeah, email in the comment section if you want to get up on either one of those and follow us on Twitter as well. We will have our Twitter down there. So anyway, we're going to start off with some MLB here. We're going to go, like I said, in depth here on some baseball. So 15 games here, quite a bit of them here. So starting it off is Kenta Maeda. So straight up right now, this is a huge GPP play. This guy has been straight awful this year. ERA over 8, which is just downright terrible here. 8.05, 7,800. But, if you look at it, at Colorado, at Arizona, and then in Arizona, all three of those teams besides San Diego those three of those matchups are really, really hard matchups for him there. And really good hitter ballparks. So, besides in LA. So anyway, I'm going to take a shot here. This is a big GPP here. If you go look at some of these stats here, overall out of all the pitchers, he's ranked number 3. His wall versus righties is number 3 overall, which is pretty good. Slugging versus righties is only number 4. So overall, if you look at here, all green all throughout. Overall, his opponent wall is only at a 4, so shouldn't hit him too hard. So overall, I really don't mind Kenta Maeda. As you see, Arrieta, Max Scherzer, those are the 2 really good options there. But if you're looking for, relatively cheap Kenta Maeda, I don't mind him. Like I said, no one's really going to have him. It's going to be one of the late games. You're taking a shot with him. You are for sure, but you're definitely getting in some pretty good power bats in there. So anyway, that's where I'm going there. As you see, there's a lot of stats. So anyway, we're going to move on here. So moving on. So I'm like I said, this is a GPP lineup. I'm going to do like a not too popular of a stack here. Definitely got to watch that Detroit weather. Hopefully it is, it's nice over there because I really, really do like that game. So anyway, sorry and let this load here. Alrighty, there we go. So, anyway, kind of get into this for you. It is a little confusing here. If you do use RotoCurve, it is a really good tool. If you haven't used it yet, definitely sign up for it. Just a lot of very good stuff. It's really cheap as well. So, but anyway. If you go here to catcher position, it shows you the best matchups for the day here. Out of 100, that's an 88 rating. So, I went with obvious here, Kurt Suzuki. That's only if he's going to play, plus also going to punt that position, only 2,300 there. His Walva there is a 2.76. Really don't mind that. Not much of the ISO, which is his power, about 0.96 there. He's going to be going up against Chase Anderson. So, for me, like I said, this is a huge GPP for me. Anderson, if you look at 1.13 on the year, that 2-0, So, look, he's doing pretty good, but I just have a feeling that somewhere, hopefully it's going to be today, that his luck does run out. He's in Miller Park, which is a really good hitter ballpark. It is a dome, so they can control the temperature, which is relatively pretty warm. So Anderson really good this year, but man, I really do hope this is the night that he doesn't do well. And I don't think this Atlanta stack it's going to be too popular. So anyway, I'm going to go with Kurt Suzuki here. Like I said, kind of a punt play, 2,300, but his stats look pretty good here for today. Hopefully he does get the start again. He's been off and on. As you see there, average not too good. He did hit a homer last night with 34.9 overall. And then if you go here, Atlanta is hitting 347 as a team against him with 4 homers, 11 RBIs. Suzuki, only 2 at-bats, hitting 1,000 against them. So, really don't mind Suzuki. Like I said, don't think he'll be too popular here. Moving on to first base here. I think there's about two or three different first basemen that I really do like here tonight. Let's go on to first base here. Sorry for it being a little bit slow, guys. I do apologize for that. But anyway, if you go here, Freeman, Belt, CJ Cron, I'm really looking at Freeman and Belt here. It's kind of a toss-up depending on how much money you have. Freeman, like I said, he's just been straight unbelievable this year. 3 bats, 5 hits against him. Anderson in his career, 1 homer, 1 RBI, 600 average. I'll take that. And the way Freeman's been this year, I think it should definitely pay off. Like I said, and in a hitter's ballpark there in Milwaukee. So Freeman, probably my number one first baseman on the night. 7 homers, 10 RBIs, 380 average there. This guy has been straight unbelievable. Really good matchup as well here. Like I said, Anderson looking good on the year, but I do think his run will run out here. If you do not have enough money to get Freeman, Brandon Belt is a very close second for me. Taking on Luis Perdomo, not sure if that's how I said it. Both of these guys are very good options. Out of, I think, 250, 300 players tonight, Freeman has the 7th best to go deep here, and Belt has the 14th best. Overall, both of those guys are really good options. Freeman, a little bit better option, though, but I really don't mind Belt either. Freeman's Wolf is a little bit better than Belt. ISO, about the same, but obviously giving it to Freeman there. So both of those guys are really good options. CJ Cron, he's just a punt option. Against Martinez, he does really good head-to-head. Hasn't been doing too well overall, but really don't mind him maybe if you just want to punt. So Freeman and Belt for me, those are my two guys there for sure. All right, moving on here to second base. So like I said, sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I really hope that Detroit game does play here. So we're going to go look here at Matt Boyd, another guy that's really struggling this year as well for Detroit. And like I said, I don't think the Chicago stack should be too popular either, since Chicago doesn't really have too many main name guys. So on the year, Matt Boyd, 3.86. He is a lefty. If you go to batter versus pitcher here, surprisingly, Chicago's actually doing half decent this year with not too many name players. So if you go here, career here, Chicago's hitting a 342 average, which is really insane. 4 homers, 14 RBIs as a team. So they definitely straight up kill Matt Boyd here. And then, like I said, I'm going to go to Tyler Saladino. Not too bad, 375 average, 2 RBIs and 1 walk here in his career against him. Like I said, I don't think many people are going to have him. Not the greatest power guy, 49 overall on the night. His wobble is really good, though. So, and Tyler Saladino, like I said, not many people I don't think will have him. A really solid guy, 3,100. I think he gets you around 12 to 15 tonight. I really do like him. Not hitting too well on the year, but last couple games, not looking too bad. 19 and 12 there, and I do think this should be a high-scoring game. Should score some runs there as well. So really like him. 3,100. He's really not too expensive. So I think that's where I'm going to go there. All right, moving on to third base here. Continuing that Atlanta stack, I don't mind Adonis Garcia. Not my favorite option out there, but still, not bad. I'm going, continuing with that Atlanta stack. My overall number one a third baseman is Todd Frazier, another guy that's struggling as well. But as you see here, Garcia and Todd Frazier, both of those guys are number one and number two. As you see, Garcia probably won't go deep. 152 rank, not too good. If you have the money, like I said, I'd probably go Todd Frazier. $1,100 more. Number two overall on the home run, so he should hit one tonight. Both of them have really favorable matchups there. And then as you see here, like I said, Todd Frazier, if you can get him, that's who I go for. Frazier, a lot better WAVA. His ISO is just insane at a 311. So overall, I have to go a little bit cheaper here with Adonis Garcia. I don't mind Shaw either, but I'm going to go with Adonis. I think he maybe get me 9 to 12 is what I'm hoping for. Like I said, not doing too well in the year, but I'm going to try and take a chance with him here in the GPP. But as I said, if you can get Frazier, I definitely recommend that. What I did in this lineup, instead of going Belt and Frazier, I went with Freeman and Garcia. So it's kind of up to you guys there. Moving on to shortstop, you got Mr. Trevor Story, another really good option here. If we go to Mr. All right, hold on. Go to Arizona. Let's go to Ray. Ray actually is not too bad of a pitcher. But look, he's facing Colorado here in one of the better hitting ballparks. And for the most part, the last couple days, Colorado hasn't been doing too bad. I think they're 14-9 on the year, so these guys can definitely hit. And then if you go to batter versus pitcher here, Story has been struggling a little bit, but he does really well against lefties. Let's go to batter versus pitcher. Overall, a 364 average, pretty well. Trevor Story, 5 at-bats, 3 hits, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, and a walk here against Ray. So he is set up for a very good night as well. As you see there, Walva at a 410, ISO really high up there at a 321. He should go deep here tonight. Overall, he is 4th overall for a home run. Really don't mind that. If you want to go to Corey Seager, he's been hot as well. And then if you want to just go GPP, go Tim Anderson. He hasn't been too good, but he does hit lefties, for the most part, pretty good if you want to continue that Chicago stack there. But for me, I think it's mostly a lock here on Trevor Story here for me for the most part. All right, we're going to move here to the outfield. There we go. So outfield, a lot of options. Obviously, it all depends on where you want to go. All right, sorry about that. So anyway, right away, I really like Evisale Garcia. Some of you guys may not know how good of a year he's having. His price did go up. But look, this guy, he's, for the most part, having a really good year. Hits lefties unreal. And then his matchup against Boyd, he's very good against him in his career as well. 373, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. 21 and 22 in his last 2. I think this is a very good matchup for him. One of my top options out there. And then, like I said, I think that concludes my Chicago stack. And then I got Mike Trout. I think he's, going to be, as normal, very popular play, $5,000, really expensive. But taking on Nick Martinez, he's been half decent this year, but career Anaheim just straight up kills Nick Martinez. So I do expect Mike Trout to go yard here, as you see double digits for the most part. And I do think this is going to be a good one for him. Overall, 8 overall for the home run, 414 ISO. Walva, and his ISO really nice there at a 268. So overall, can't really complain there. And then my last outfielder, I really like Inciarte. Don't mind some Cole Calhoun. I really don't mind going that way either. Maybe you can go Chicago and a Detroit stack. Mike Pelfrey's a straight-up trash pitcher. Did pitch for Detroit last year. So Upton, Alex Avila, I love both of those guys. Maybe some Kinsler as well. So if you don't want to go Kurt Suzuki, you got a little bit more money. Alex Avila is a very good option. So for this one here, I'm going to enter Inciarte. So, yeah, I really don't mind him. He is a lefty. Facing Anderson once again to finish my Atlanta stack. Surprisingly, 4 homers, 8 RBIs here. All 4 home runs were against right-handed pitching. 18 and 18 in his last 2. This guy's really not known for his home runs. He's mostly a stolen base, kind of a defense kind of guy. So that's kind of what I'm as you see there, 17th overall, 30th on the home run. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. As normal, all these stats are going to update throughout the day. So some of these guys may fall a little bit. New guys may rise. So, anyway, that's what I'm looking at. Like I said, hopefully that Detroit game does play. We go look at the weather here. They've been having some pretty bad weather over there. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. It looks like it's going to be light for the most part. So, I do expect that game to play. So, anyway, recap Maeda, GPP. Straight up terrible this year. No one's going to have him. Really good matchup, though, for the most part on paper. Hopefully he gets me at least 32, 33. If you don't want to go Kurt Suzuki, you can obviously go Alex Avila. But, hopefully Anderson doesn't do too well here tonight. I'm really counting on that Atlanta stack. So, yeah, don't mind Suzuki if he gets a start. Freeman, obviously, love him. Tyler Cedeno, really good matchup here against Boyd. Garcia, kind of a punt option, maybe 9, maybe 12 from him. But if you can get Todd Frazier, I'd recommend that. Story, love his matchup against Ray. Mike Trout, easy matchup here against Nick Martinez. In Texas, Paul definitely does fly there. Garcia, once again, good matchup against Boyd, having a really good year. And then Inciarte, I might change him, but still I think he's in, for the most part, a pretty good spot. If he gets on, I think he could steal. So, yeah, I think that is it there for MLB. As I said, I did go in a little bit more in depth than normal to show you who I'm picking. I do think you guys do appreciate that. So that is kind of where I went there for MLB. All righty, moving on here to NBA here. We got 3 of them. All 3 of these games are pretty good. So, let's get into it. So Washington, Atlanta, 210 here, and Atlanta by 3. So, like I did last time, I do think I'm going to stack Washington. It's kind of, for me, going to be kind of the same people here. Really like Wall and Schroeder, both of those guys. Schroeder, I think he'll have another really good game here. Beal had a heck of a night. Really love him. Otto Porter once again. Prince and Bazemore, kind of got to pick who you like there. Bogdanovich stepped up last game. I love Millsap. Morris just gets in too much fights and trouble for me to even mess with him. Jason Smith may not play. I kind of wanted to play him, but then you got Ursan if you need 9 or 10 maybe. Doesn't play too much. And then, maybe Gortakic 24-25. Obviously, he's not trying to score here. Hasn't really taken any shots this series. Mostly a rebound kind of guy. So, and then Howard, as I said, kind of a dead guy, or he can go off for you. So for the most part, I'm looking at Wall and Schroeder, and then Beal, then Otto Porter and Millsap. Those are my 4 main options. Small forward, kind of got to pick who you want there. Prince, Bazemore, Bogdanovich. I think Prince, he looked a little bit better last game, so that's kind of what I'm looking at there. So I really like that game. Going to be targeting a lot from that one. All right, moving on. We got Boston and Chicago at 204 and Boston by 2. So I do think Boston will close them out here. Chicago, no Rondo. That is just killing them. Anyway, Thomas is normal. Really good spot. Cannon price went up a little bit. I still think you can put him in there to save some money. Dwayne Wade had one heck of a night, almost a triple-double last time out. Don't mind that. Bradley as well had a good night. Small forward. Butler price went down a little bit. I'll take that. I do think he will rebound here tonight. Crowder had a good game. Not too high on these power forwards here, really. Nikola Mirotic, not really too worth it. Al Horford, 8,300. Been playing a really good series. I think he's my number one option there at center. You got Gortat and Jordan, but I really love Al Horford. And, Kelly Olynyk as well have been stepping it up a little bit this series as well. So these two games, I really like this. I really like this slate as well. So Thomas, like I said, really like him. I'd probably go Schroeder, but Thomas, may try and close it out here by himself. But Schroeder at home, been stepping it up. Man, both those guys really good options. Dwayne Wade, almost a lock for me. Bradley, like I said, like him. Butler, almost a lock as well. And then don't mind Jay Crowder. And then Al Horford, my number one center on the night. And then Clippers in Utah, 192. Should be another good one here. Utah by 5. Should be a little bit closer than a 5 spread, like it has been for the most of the series. So, once again, Chris Paul, he's going to step it up. I love him here. I don't mind Hill, but I really love Paul. I don't mind maybe going with Redick again. I took a shot with him last time. Had a good game. He is away from L.A. He might dud here, so definitely watch that. Hood actually stepped up quite a bit, so maybe put him in there. Had some really good three-point shots. Hayward, as normal, really good spot. Joe Johnson, turning back into his 20s again, having a really good series. Love both of those guys. I'm not too high on those power forwards there. And then center, I don't mind Rudy, don't mind Jordan, but I really like Al Horford. So now let's briefly get into this. As normal, just a rough draft lineup. Things definitely will change throughout the day. I really won't Wall. All right, well, for this one here, I'm just going to kind of put in who I want here. I'm going to go that combo again. I could probably go Isaiah Canna again. Small forward. I really want Jimmy Butler. I don't think I can get him, though, even though I want him. I'm going to go Hayward. And then I'm going to go probably Prince. And then that doesn't leave you much. So yeah, throughout the day, I'm definitely gonna change some stuff up. So anyway, I like Wall. I think I have to have him in there. If you don't want to go Wall, maybe go Schroeder and Thomas. Saves you a little bit of money there. But Wall, I think he will close it out here. And then kind of set there on my shooting guards with Beal and Dwayne Wade. Love that combo there. Small forward, a lot of different options for me. Jimmy Butler, Gordon Hayward, Crowder, Joe Johnson, Otto Porter. All 5 of those guys, are really good options. Power forward, I think that's where you can, definitely separate yourself, as it has been this whole playoffs so far. Millsap will be popular, and then from there, you kind of just have to pick and choose who you want. And then that center position for me is Mr. Al Horford. So, all right, guys, I think that does it. That was a little bit longer video than normal, but, like I said, and a little bit more in-depth for you guys for MLP. So hopefully you guys do appreciate that. So anyway, I think that does it. As normal, if you're interested in NBA and MLB, definitely let us know. As you all know, we do know our NBA, and we definitely are proving that we know our MLB as well. So like I said, Anthony's lineup took down the Monster. Came in second place in the Monster last night, won 3,000. So really good night for us on the premium once again. So if you're interested in either one of those, MLB or in NBA, as normal, you know what to do. Hit us up. We'll have our email in the comment section, and also we'll have our Twitter as well. So, all right, guys, I think that does it. If you do enjoy the video, leave a like. We really do appreciate it, putting in all this work for you guys to help you guys out in FanDuel. So, all right, guys, I think that does it. Hope everyone has a good Friday. We'll see you guys all on Saturday.